Hello? Hello?
Is this David Heisman, I presume?
Yeah, who is this?
My name, sir, is Charles LaCroix, but people call me Voodoo Charlie. Do you have a moment you could talk to me?
Sure, what about?
Why don't you head out to the cemetery there at 631, and we be communing.
Okay. Alright, I'll be there soon, I guess.
Okay, Mr. Heisman, I look forward to seeing you.
Alright. Yeah, see you soon.
Okay, now.
As I sat in my chair, I wasn't really sure what was going on. Who this strange person was that got my number. Or what it was all about. But it certainly intrigued me. As I pulled on the highway, I wasn't really sure what was about to happen. I know I always get myself into some pretty weird situations with the work that I do. Not everyone is normal by any sense when it comes to hunting aliens and zombies, and all the extraterrestrial stuff in this country. But to receive a mysterious call from a number you don't know, a person who just says go to here to meet up, there's not a whole lot to base your judgment off from. Sometimes, instead of second guessing what you want to do, you just gotta act, do it yourself. As I pulled into the church and the cemetery here, I wasn't exactly sure what was gonna happen. All I knew is he was somewhere around here. It was my duty to find him and meet up with him and see what all this hassle was about. I could only imagine this man sitting here was the one that I needed to talk to. So I approached him. Just said what was going on.
Mr. David Heisman, I presume?
Yeah, how's it going, Charles?
It's going very well, but a little bit disturbing in the air, if you understand me.
Okay. You got my attention.
Walk with me, Mr. Heisman.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Haitian god Iwa?
Can't say I have.
Iwa in Haitian religions is a spirit that enters the people. Well, in the Voodoo culture, Iwa means the spirit of turning people who are dead back alive again. I think you've heard of something called a zombies.
Yeah?
Well, Mr. Heisman, zombies is not a movie thing. No, 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 no. It's real.
I've had some experience with some zombies before.
Or have you now, Mr. Heisman?
Yeah, just a little here and there. Nothing major.
Well, I be hearing that there's be some mass zombification going on there. Did you hear about everything that went on at the Mirror Park the other day, Mr. Heisman?
I can't say I have for the recent stuff.
Oh, about 2 months ago, lots of people saying there were a bunch of the Walking Dead moving around that neighborhood over there. Did you hear anything about that, Mr. Heisman?
I might have heard a thing or two about that.
Well, I ain't going to tell you how we do it in the voodoo culture, but I am going to say some things should remain dead. Mr. Hisman, there may be another one or two of those things alive over there that nobody knows about.
Should I be concerned? I do live awfully close.
All I'm going to say, Mr. Hisman, is that if you come in contact with one, try not to actually contact it. You understand?
I think I'm catching on to what you're putting down.
And remember, in order to understand the living, Mr. Hisman, you got to commune with the dead.
Do you now?
Aye, Mr. Hisman. Be wary out there. Some things should be dead are actually alive. Have a good day, Mr. Hisman.
You too, Charles. Well, that was one of the weirdest interactions I've had, and first meetings I've had in a while. It certainly was concerning what he had to say. I think it's time we meet up with James. Figure out this new case.
David, you in here?
Alright, I'm back. I'm coming.
Oh, hey. How's it going there?
Alright, now hold on. This is the last box of files.
Of files? Jesus. What were you looking at?
I don't know how to explain this, man. I really don't.
Well, just come out with it.
I thought we had our hands full with our current case. And I get a call. Don't know who it is. Don't know the number. Don't know anything.
Yeah, I love those kind of calls.
Calls me and he says, David. It's Charles LaCroix. You come meet me at the cemetery up here in, I guess it's technically Vinewood Del Perro. Like, okay.
Oh, the big fancy one.
Yeah,
over there. Yeah, I drove by that.
Yeah, so I went up there and I met him and pulled up and he's sitting there and he talked to him for a little. We take a little quick walk around the cemetery and he's talking about Mirror Park and these unalive things that are coming alive and zombies and stuff like that happened a few months back. So I had to come home and pull some files from a previous incident.
Zombies.
That's
Was Mr. LaCroix, you said, was he like a voodoo guy, like a voodoo practitioner?
sure what it seemed like. I mean, he did have a nickname that started with the word voodoo.
All right. Well, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've run into that a little bit down south there. They yeah, there's a big myth around the voodoo culture of zombifying people and raising the dead, stuff like that.
Yeah, supposedly it happened a few months ago and it's slowly picking back up.
Now, see, I always thought that was just, like a drug trip and all that kind of stuff. Like, I never really believed they were raising the dead, but you seem to be convinced that we actually have dead walking.
Well, I will say this. Charles was, he was, well, what's the easiest way to say this? Believable. He had all the characteristics. Didn't stutter. Wasn't under the influence of something. At least so it appeared. And he wasn't afraid to share the information.
Well, I mean, we are in San Andreas. This is why I came here. This place is weird. Where are these zombies supposed to be?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I pulled some old files. It said they were in the Mirror Park area. And I mean, when you first got here, the first thing you pointed out was that box up there. It says zombie outbreak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought it was funny, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, that was from 2.5 years ago. Also in Mirror Park.
Wait. You're saying there were actually zombies walking around Mirror Park?
I never saw them, but there was nearly 24 people that did, spread across the entire summer months from July to damn near the end of September.
Well, I mean, hell, it's worth checking out.
That's what I thought. So I figured I'll pull some files. Maybe ruffle a few feathers of the people that I talked to back then. See if they got any information now.
Sounds good to me. I mean, yeah, let's go check this thing out.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you want to drive? You want me to drive?
I'll drive. Why not?
All righty.
So luckily for us, Mirror Park isn't that far. It's right up the road.
All right, so you live pretty much close to zombie land, if you will.
I guess that's what we want to call it. Most of the previous encounters occurred within the centralized area of Mirror Park. There's a, I don't know, pond, if you so call it that, in the center there. Numerous people from the residents all the way around, even some of the businesses, reported seeing them in that park. Actually, a couple in the pond.
All right, in the pond. Well, I don't have my scuba gear on me, David.
Well, I don't have any either, but the pond's only about 1.5 feet deep.
Oh, well, then that's good. I don't have to worry about that then.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like for such a small, tight-knit community up here, kind of a little bit of a development, if you'd call that, then a lot seems to happen.
So why do you think a lot happens around Mirror Park? I mean, if it's just a small little like track house community.
Well, it's home to one of the busiest gas stations in the entire state. For such a small town, small area, it houses the busiest LTD. Not to mention during the summer, the pond that's just here on our left becomes a tourist attraction for many, for paddle boat rides and fishing and swimming.
So why not a zombie, right? I guess they like to have a little bit of recreational fun as well.
Well, I guess so. We'll see, though. I mean, anything's possible in this state. I've learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be being a cynic over here. It's just zombies, man. I just really thought that was the stuff of movies.
Well, I thought so too, but for this to resurface after 2.5 years, I'll take it for its word.
All right, so I got to rule out the obvious questions. There's nothing been like no water contamination or anything. Nobody, like having hallucinations from mercury in the water or something like that.
Nothing other than your standard drugs on the street. But I can tell you, some of the people I talked to 2 years ago, some of the cleanest people I've ever met.
Well, speaking of weird things happening, I just the sun broke out.
Yeah, that happens too. It's like a giant crowd covers the sun, and all of a sudden it disappears.
Weird weather patterns.
But this is Mirror Park. Everything's residential with the exception of this little main strip here. It's all commercial buildings and your little mom and pop stores. This is the LTD.
The world famous gas station, huh?
Yeah. Where 1 minute there's no one here, the next there's hundreds.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, you thirsty? You want to get anything to drink?
Yeah, we can take a walk around here.
All right. I'll stick my backpack here in the back. I don't know, David. Just looking at that community, you'd think though, if there was a big horde of zombies running through the streets, or people would talk about that kind of stuff.
And that's what I thought. Look, it took me months to pull out 24 people to interview before. Months tracking them down and leaving cards and names and numbers and all kinds of stuff. Months. And yet, every single one of them said they saw it or something.
Interesting. All right, man, you're starting to pique my interest on this one.
I'm still on the fence myself. But for a third party to come in, it seems like a reliable source. Kind of got to go with it at least a little.
Well, maybe we should just walk around the pond, take a look at that.
Yeah, let's do it. Probably
All
our
right.
best place to start.
Yeah.
All right. This is the main area here where you can rent paddle boards and all that other stuff for the summer.
Well, first, I think I'd like to get a sample of the water, maybe. Send it off to the lab, have it checked.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Problem is, this isn't used for drinking. All the drinking water comes from the reservoir up north. This is mainly just recreational use.
Might have to check that water in the reservoir as well. But then again, that would hit the whole city.
You would think. Unfortunately, it's only this area, though. Or, I guess, fortunately.
I wonder if you don't think somebody might have intentionally been messing around with the water?
I don't think so. I mean, again, they were. This is the wrong place to do it. There's nothing pertinent here. It's just recreation.
Yeah. Water looks pretty clean.
Yeah. And like I said,
I
it's
mean-
only 1.5 feet deep all the way around. It's nothing more than a giant, I don't know, like koi pond.
All right. So according to what little people have told you, I mean, so they saw some zombies in the water.
Well, they saw him in and about the area. Saw, I don't know. One said they saw him in here, kind of just walking across. Another one said they saw him like actually walking in the water down on the other side, like a little staircase that comes down. So, I don't know, but definitely been mixed reports. But then again, that was also 2.5 years ago. Who knows what happened just a few months ago when Charles says stuff happened.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
there's a guy down there over there. You think he's hurt or anything?
Maybe.
Hey, buddy, you okay? Are you okay there, buddy?
There's one down here too. Hey, miss. Hey, miss. Hello?
That guy ain't breathing.
Nor is she.
She got the same. You're not going to believe this, David, if I told you.
What?
I think that guy over there has bite marks.
Is she?
Yeah, best thing we can do is try to look.
Yeah, right there on her arm.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Huh.
There's no way. You don't think.
No, this is a coincidence.
I don't know why downtown got so hoity-toity.
There.
It's a pain in the ass to get there from anywhere else.
No, this is a coincidence, right? This is someone playing a joke.
I mean, it's got to be. But then again, you and I are standing around two dead bodies right now.
That is true.
I hate to say it, we probably need to call somebody.
I would agree. Yeah. Let me get my phone out of my truck.
All right.
All right. Calling right now. I'll put it on speaker. That way you can hear him and talk with him too.
All righty. Why did she turn away so scared?
Well, to be fair, if I saw two dead bodies, I'd turn away pretty quickly too.
(911), where's your emergency?
Hey man, yeah, it's we're at 437. It's technically off Mirror Park Boulevard. It's kind of the park down here in Mirror Park.
Okay, what's going on there, sir?
Well, you're not gonna believe me, but just sit tight. We were out walking the park, and we came across two people that are, we think, dead. And they got bite marks on them from like something.
Okay, so you just came across the dead bodies. You didn't see anybody with the bodies or anyone leaving the area?
I mean, there's plenty of people walking around here, but I mean, they see bodies and they just leave. We just came across them ourselves, but it's just weird. They got bite marks on them, and they were not here 30 seconds ago, and then we walked back up, and now they're here.
Oh, so it was very recent?
Yeah, very much so. We think it's got something to do with a case we're investigating, but I can't give you many details.
Okay, that's fine, sir. Just sit tight. We're gonna get help on the way. If you see anybody try to approach or mess with the bodies, give us a call back. But we got help on the way. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah, appreciate it.
Not a problem. Take care.
You too. All right. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that dispatcher didn't seem like he was very quick to dispatch anybody out here.
Well, it also didn't look like he was too phased by it either.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just maybe he hears a lot of weird stuff all the time.
I know if I took a call about two dead people with bite marks, and I'd be very concerned. It'd definitely be different.
I don't get it, David. We were just here. I mean, we just walked down the hill. Like,
Yeah.
I saw these two people walking as we were walking down the hill. I mean,
It didn't take long.
and just two bite marks. I mean, that's how they're gonna die.
It's weird for sure.
Right here
Okay.
and right over there.
Okay.
And I mean, they both just kind of dropped dead, but they got the weirdest marks on them, like they've been bitten or something.
Bitten by like an animal, or
I don't know. I mean, it definitely tore a little flesh.
I don't know
Okay.
if it was an animal, man.
what makes you say that?
I mean, look at them yourself, but yeah,
Okay.
I've seen dog bites that I don't think it's a dog.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
This one over here as well.
Yeah, this one right here too. Both of them. They were just. I mean, we walked down and we saw them walking up here. We went down and we came right back and they were dead.
Let me see here. Yeah, this guy's gonna be gone, but he's got a pretty big bite mark on the neck, though.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's weird. And that doesn't look like an animal to me.
I don't know. Let me see if I can get a closer look at it. Maybe there's any teeth pattern I can recognize. That's weird. It's human-like. Usually I know, but sometimes these things are mythical. The only thing I know that usually bites in the neck could either be a vampire or a zombie. Those are the two things that I could think of that would have more humanistic bite, but they usually go for the neck most of the time.
I don't know. You think there's a zombie flying around here or walking around?
I mean, I'm big on that kind of stuff. I believe in that kind of stuff that could happen, but I don't know. It could happen, but it's unlikely a little bit.
Huh.
That's just my theory.
Alright, hang on a second.
Some nasty bite marks.
Hey, James.
Yeah. What's happening?
He thinks it's a vampire or a zombie that got that one.
You can't tell me there's vampires too. Now, come on. I know San Andreas is weird, but not vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I observed the bites and they're human-like, and that's the only two things that I think of that have human-like bite marks. Likely, but it's not. But I didn't say it's also not impossible for it to happen.
I just want to be fair here, but you don't think it's like maybe a homeless person or something like that might have come along, bit them? Somebody's crazy, mentally unstable.
That could also be another possibility as well.
It's possible. Yeah, I might see if any of the people at the houses across the street have like doorbell cameras or anything. This is a pretty affluent area, so maybe they have some footage that'll help us figure out what's going on.
All right. Distract this.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna
yeah.
go and canvass a little bit across the street and
Yeah.
see if anybody saw anything or if any of their cameras got anything.
My associate over here has told me that in the past some weird things have happened around this neighborhood. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out myself.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ask around and see what I can find. I'll be back in a few.
All right, 10-4.
I
You guys
got
might be
this
able
out.
to share some of this information that you guys think that you guys received.
Well, I'll say this. It's not exactly, some might say believable.
I believe in the supernatural, like ghosts, spirits, paranormal kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. So I'm all ears.
Well, unfortunately, I also have to keep some of it, closed doors.
No, I understand. I absolutely 100% understand. So share whatever you can share with me.
Well, I can share this. I don't know if you were on the force back 2.5 years ago or so, when they had a supposed zombie outbreak here in Mirror Park.
Huh.
But we're investigating that case a little bit more.
So you think possibly there's probably zombies that are probably lingering around?
I didn't say that. What I
Okay.
said is we're investigating the case from a few years ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Just the damnedest thing.
Just weird.
All right. I'm probably guessing that's all the information you could probably share, right?
Right now, yeah.
All right. If you guys come across anything or you think it would be probably valuable to share with us, just let us know. We'll look into it more for you guys.
Yeah, we'll do that. Make sure we share what we can.
Before you go there, officer, my name is James Kilroy. I'm actually here from Vice City. I'm filming a documentary. Can I get your permission to be on camera?
Yeah, I don't mind being on camera.
If not, we just got to blur out your face. That's all.
No, I don't mind it.
All right. If you wouldn't mind signing right here.
Can you
'Cause I have a body cam on me that's just capturing footage all the time.
Oh, I got you, man. I'm actually got a body cam on my vest as well.
Well, yeah, but you're law enforcement. I mean, I'd expect that.
you also have a business card?
Yeah, I do. Let me just sign this waiver for this gentleman real quickly. All right, there you go.
What's your
Thank
name,
you very much,
officer?
sir.
My name is Troy Baines. Badge number is 412. And here is my business card.
What's your phone number?
Let me double check my phone number. Phone number is 780.
Okay. We might be in contact later with you. We'll let you know.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
What do you think, James?
David, we got press checking this out.
All right.
They're across the pond over there. Looks like.
Amazing.
Hey, Joe, how for you?
Oh, also, sir,
Yeah, what's going on?
my name's James Kilroy. I'm actually filming a documentary about
hey,
this
Mr.
area. Do you mind filling out just a consent form to have your face on camera? If not, that's okay. We can blur everything out. But
I'm okay with that. I've done some documentaries and TV shows before too, so
all right, if I can just get you to sign right here.
sure thing. I'm checking. I'm having
Thank you very
the
much.
neighbors across the street check their cameras. Gave them my card. They're gonna call me if they see anything.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Anything else that we found over here?
They were just sharing me some like some of the information, but nothing very useful about this kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you get coroner on the way for these guys?
I can get them rolling on the way. I was just trying to get their statements and figure out what
Yeah,
was,
no,
like...
no, understood. Yeah, I just trying to see how I can be helpful before I leave.
No, you're good, man.
All right, so you'll cover coroner, and then did you search the grounds at all to see if there's anything nearby?
No, I haven't gotten that far yet.
All right, I can work on that.
All right, 10-4. Metro 412. Metro 412. Could we go ahead and get corner roll into our location 437 Mirror Park Boulevard? All right, we got coroner on the way for these bodies here.
All right. Well, what do you think, James? Head back to the house, regroup for the night?
I think that's about all we can do, yeah.
Yeah. Might have to look into some of those files.
Oh, by the way, I should probably warn you. I may not answer my phone because I don't recognize phone numbers. So, if you need to try to get a hold of me better, you can always call our dispatch on the non-emergency line, and they can dispatch me to your guys' location.
Okay. Well, if we need you, we'll do that.
Yep, sounds good. Like I said, I don't answer numbers I don't know.
Well, appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. I've just never seen anything like this.
Oh, no problem. It's part of the job, guys.
All right. Let's get out of here, James.
All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
I didn't want to try to give away too much information, but I'll be damned. Those looked like zombie attacks.
You got photos, right?
Oh, I got photos, yeah.
Good, good. We're gonna need those. Something about that. And the fact that the officer said the zombie, to me, that's a little... It's like the nail in the coffin.
We might need to talk to that one officer later, because... you're right. It's almost like he knew too much.
Yeah. That's why I got his name and number. Figured we'll have to catch him when he's vulnerable, off duty sometime, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, I hear you.
Also, can we talk about the fact that 6 cops showed up to that?
That's a pretty big response, yeah. I mean,
I get it. It's 2 people down, but 6 for that? And media?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like to get a hold of that media person.
I don't know who it was, but...
Maybe they got something on their footage of something.
Possibly. I'm sure we can hunt it down. I'm sure there'll be a story out on it tomorrow. Not every day that 2 people just drop dead due to bite marks in Mirror Park, you know?
Hey, let me grab my phone here. I got a way to get media out.
It was weird that all that happened right in front of us. It was different and unexpected. But that's part of this case. All the cases I work. I don't just have all these files for no reason. Each one of these contains information.
All right. Yeah, let's plug this camera in and see what we got.
Yeah. Let me open up some of these pictures here.
All right. So what you got there?
All right. It's a newspaper clipping from the Daily Rag. It's out of business now, but it used to be a daily cycle. This is a article they wrote, dated about 2.5 years ago, stating some unexplained events going on in the Mirror Park area. Items just thrown everywhere with nothing being seen on footage. People randomly getting bite marks in their arms while they sleep, not knowing what happened. Stuff like that. Just doesn't add up.
All right, so I got to ask here: are we thinking that people actually turn after the bites, or are we thinking that maybe there's just a few zombies out there and they just kill?
Well, I don't think it's the first one, because I've talked to some of these people. Unless they're somehow covering up a second life, there's no way that they're turning.
Right. I got you on that.
But hey, I've seen stranger things. I wouldn't put it past it if that was partially true.
Well, I know my studies when I was down in Louisiana, down there in New Orleans, they, a lot of those voodoo priests would end up taking people that, say owed them money or something like that. And they'd inject them with pretty much a cocktail of drugs, some kind of just mixture of whatever. And then these people would run around town doing crazy things, almost like they were on bath salts or something like that. And that's kind of what termed the zombie, but that's current. That's not, pre-lore or anything. But you think we're dealing with something like that where maybe we've got some people drugged up on something real funky?
There's a chance. I mean, there's definitely been a fair share of drugs around this country, this state. I mean, we haven't heard much about it in damn near 4 months now. There was this drug called Echo that was on the floor. It's getting sold by these pop-up shops. They would sell liquor, and underneath they would sell this lollipop with heartburn medication in it. It was basically what it was a form of some sort of meth and cocaine in a lollipop. It would really freak people out, get them all amped up, basically get them going to the point where there was no return.
Yeah, I'll be damned. I mean, what do they say? Occam's razors.
Yeah.
It's always, the most logical conclusion is the one easiest to get to, or however that saying goes.
Problem is, it doesn't explain 2.5 years ago. This drug's only been out for 4 or 5 months.
Jeez. Every time I turn around, I think you might have been on something. Jeez. You're punching holes in it, David.
Well, I could see where to explain even modern day stuff. Even the stuff that that other guy was talking about, Charles, a couple months ago. But 2.5 years, I don't know.
They ever say where that Echo stuff came from?
I never heard. As far as I'm aware, they were just doing little pop-up shops here and there. I never took the case or anything, because to me it was just a drug case. Nothing worth my time at all.
Yeah, but what if it's something more, David?
Well,
it's not uncommon for governments to test stuff out on the public without their knowledge.
That's true. And I think we've learned that lesson with the last couple incidents we've had.
Interesting.
I will say, though, I do find it interesting that I can't stop thinking about the officer. The fact that he immediately thought it was a zombie or a vampire.
Yeah, that was weird. That was definitely weird.
I can't get that off my mind. Just stuck there. I don't know.
We have got to track that officer down. He knows more than he's telling us.
I think he does. You got those photos?
Yeah. They're right here on the computer.
Yeah, pull them up. I got some photos of the old bite marks.
Yeah, right. Just 1 second here, and there we go.
All right. Yeah, look at that.
Well, those do look pretty damn similar.
Look at the. Yeah. Like. Almost identical.
Those are pretty. Dang. I wonder if we could get. Nah, there ain't no way we could get dental records off of that kind of stuff. Hell, they probably wouldn't even be in a system.
Probably not. It's just weird.
But I got to tell you what, I swear, if you scanned your photo and lined it up with this one, I think they're almost the exact same.
Well, hold on. Let me do it. Yeah, pull that file up. Maybe that latest one in there.
All right. And there you go.
Look at that.
I'll be damned, those are identical. We got to find that officer.
I agree. He knows too much, or at least more than he's leading us on to.
Hey, what do you say we go down to Mission Row Police Department? Get them to call them in?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Hey, he's calling me. David Hisman.
Hey, this is Officer Troy Baines. I believe you called me.
Yeah, how's it going? We were the ones from the Mirror Park up there.
I remember you guys. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't able to answer my phone at the moment.
That's okay. Hey, any way you can come down to Mission Row and meet me?
I can meet you in a few minutes.
All right, we'll wait in the front lobby. Can't miss us.
Sounds good, guys. I'll meet you there.
Appreciate it. Thank you. He's on his way.
All right. See if we can get some answers.
You know what? Bring that camera with you.
All right.
I don't know if they're going to let us take pictures, but why not?
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah, how's it going there, James Kilroy? Again, sir?
Yep.
How's it going?
Guys.
Is there a office we can go talk to you in?
Yeah, there's an office.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, just right this way. Does this work for you guys?
Yeah, sure. Just need a private place for a minute.
You're good.
All right, I'm just gonna be honest with you here.
All right.
We think you know more than you're telling us about these zombies.
I was just going off on a theory.
I mean, for us, it's just a coincidence. We're there looking at a case from a few years ago involving zombies, and all of a sudden you show up and start mentioning them.
Well, I only know like those kind of bite marks made like humanoid bite marks would be caused by like a zombie or a vampire, because humans because like sometimes like zombies will have either like sometimes jagged teeth or just like some teeth that will like still be humanoid in nature.
Interesting.
Sir, do you know anything about the rumors in the past of a large, let's just say, zombie horde that was running around Mirror Park? Everybody
Yeah.
seems to be keeping it hush hush, but have you heard anything about that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard anything about that. I mean, like I said, I've always been big into zombie stuff like that, but I've never met into a zombie horde before.
Interesting.
And you never heard any, like even the kids talking about stories of the past over there in Mirror Park of a whole bunch of zombies running around?
No, I actually just moved into Mirror Park just recently.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, for my personal preference, I'd rather not tell you where though.
No, I can understand your need for privacy there, officer. But have you ever seen anything weird around Mirror Park?
I've always seen people like just acting weird. That's just
Like how?
Like just seem like they're always on edge.
Interesting.
And you've never heard any stories about why they might be on edge? Anything that's happened in the past?
No, I'm going to be honest with you, sir. If I did know anything, I would tell you right away.
All right, all right. Well, listen, hey, my phone number is 204. If you ever hear anything, reach out to me. I'm gonna be in town for a while working on this documentary, but I'd love to, like, if anything weird happens, reach out to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got my number. Make sure to add that in your phone.
Yeah, I added it before I came in here actually.
Okay, good. Keep us updated. We want to know.
If I find anything out, you guys will be the first to know.
I appreciate that. So does
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
partner. All right. But you have a good one.
Yeah, you have a good one there, officer.
I think it's this way.
Actually, yeah, well, you can go out this way.
Okay, here we go.
Well, that was a bust.
I still think he knows more than he's telling us. I think he's just covering.
Well, time to do what I usually done in the past. I'll reach out to social media.
Well, I think we need to find that media guy too.
I agree with you, but I have no idea where he would be.
Well, I might have a hint. They usually like to hang out in some specific areas. Just a matter of finding out where those areas are for that day.
I got you. You work on that. I'm going to hit the social media beat and see if we can't drum up somebody.
Okay, yeah, you do that. Hey, James, I tracked him down, I think. Weasel News. I think that's our person.
Well, all right, let's get a hold of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna call their headquarters right now, see if I can't find them.
Davidson.
Is this Weasel News?
Yeah, this is Weasel News.
Hey, my name's David Hissman. I'm looking to get in contact with the reporter that was at Mirror Park about an hour ago.
Oh, it's your lucky day. Looks like no one was working the front desk, so they forwarded it straight to me.
Oh, great. You available to meet up for a minute?
Yeah, I can do that. Where are you at?
You tell me where you want to meet. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you where I want to meet. How's that sound?
Okay, that works. Just so you know, I'm with C&T. He was also like Clay Bailey. He's also with me, so he has some stuff too.
Okay. You know the parking garage there at 381 between Vespucci and San Andreas Ave? You know that parking garage at 381?
Yeah, 381. Yeah.
Let's go there to the top floor.
Okay, we'll meet you there.
All right. I'll be right there. All right. I got him.
All right.
It was both of them. Two agencies. Two guys. We should have good info.
Really? 2 agencies?
Yeah, the one I just spoke with was Weasel News. He said he's riding around with Clay or something from CNT. Don't know, but we'll find out.
Say, isn't Weasel News the one that got you on the story about that device?
Matter of fact, sounded like it was the same reporter.
I swear, David, things line up too easily in this city.
I don't know what it is, but I will say it's not that hard to find people in this city. You know, I haven't talked to this guy either. The exception of reading his report. It's the only information I've gotten from this dude. So hopefully, he knows a little bit more than he's letting on.
Sounds like it. We'll try to get him to let us peek at his camera, see if there was anything on it.
I say we go easy at first. Build a rapport with him. Let's talk about just what we saw today. And then maybe we could get in on his nice side and get some information about that device too.
All right, I like that play. We'll go there.
Maybe, just maybe, he'll be willing to help us more. That's them, it looks like.
Yeah, it does look like a reporter.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Going all right.
I'm David. This is the one that called you.
And gentlemen, my name is James Kilroy.
Listen, be completely honest with you. Yeah. We're working a case, I guess you could call it. My buddy James here flew in from out of town. Just want to know what you saw at Mirror Park. What you got caught on your camera.
Honestly, not much.
Nothing? Nothing at all?
Well, like we got the bodies. Like that was gruesome. Like I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
Yeah, we got some shots of you guys like standing, and investigating and stuff like that. We got some, I got some people walking around, just random people walking through the park and stuff like that, just in case, And one lady was like standing across the street on her porch. I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, just some stuff from around the park there, because like he said, there was a pretty gruesome scene.
So nobody looked like they were running away or anything like that. Nobody looked really suspicious other than their grandma on a porch.
Oh, there were some people. Well, Clay, didn't we see that station wagon crashed into like another car, like right in someone's driveway as we drove away?
Yeah, that was kind of odd. Also, there was that creepy van when we first got there.
That's also true. That black van that kept driving around.
Yeah, we saw him earlier down in the county, and then we thought it was kind of odd. You see a dark tinted van going real slow, and
wait. You saw a dark black van, nothing else on it, with tinted windows driving around.
Yeah, no, that's right. He was right around there in the park. He left just as we were getting there.
Weird.
Yeah, we
Did you
thought
catch
so
a
too.
license plate?
Did you get one, Danny?
I didn't. We've seen it twice now, and I haven't really gotten a good look at him. He's driving pretty quick each time.
Yeah, but he made his way all the way from the county earlier.
Huh. Did you catch a look at the guy at all?
No, you can't see it. It's all tinted up.
What was he doing? Just driving around?
Well, it was kind of erratic leaving the Mirror Park area, which kind of caught our attention. I mean, I think he's going a little bit faster than earlier. But it, like I said, it was just kind of odd that all of a sudden he was getting so far away from the scene when earlier we saw him down in the county.
Interesting.
Not often you see someone, so far away so soon.
Hey, James, isn't there that one building we had discussed earlier out there in the county?
There's a couple out there for sure. Definitely weird. Whereabouts in the county was it?
Yeah, we saw him around like Alhambra and down Joshua. He's kind of making like circles around what I call the Sandy Loop, down Alhambra, around Joshua, and just kind of running around through there. It was that's what caught our attention. It was just very odd.
Okay then.
Is that about it, Denny? You think that was where? I don't think we saw him anywhere else in the county.
Yeah, it's. We were trying to get more from the cops. They really have much to say. They seem more. I don't know. They seem caught off guard by what they saw at that park.
Gotcha.
You boys haven't seen anything else weird going on, little maybe extra weird.
No, I mean, I've been hearing some rumblings, but haven't seen anything with my own eyes, except for the fact that earlier there was some weird stuff happening, and my car had this issue. I mean, it was kind of okay.
Who's this?
Looks like a cop.
What?
Excuse me, guys.
Can I help you, officer?
Yeah, did you guys happen to hear any gunshots in the area? Heard some go off a couple minutes ago. Just trying to figure out some more information.
No, sir. I haven't heard anything.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys carry on then. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
That was very weird.
That's weird. What are the odds a cop drives up here?
How the hell does the cop know we're up here?
Interesting.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you asked me if I seen anything weird today. There it is. That's
Yeah,
it
that's
right there.
weird.
Well,
What,
yeah.
What are these rumblings you talking about?
Well, there's just been some rumblings going around the county of like, weird looking creatures. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I've heard.
I had to do a report out there at Humane Labs not too long ago.
Yeah, I read that. I saw that the next day's news. What's up with that?
I don't know. It all started when it happened they were chasing down some guy in like some space car, and like he jumped off the top of a mountain. And since then, they've been dealing with a bunch of weird stuff, it sounds like, up there.
What else?
Well, I think they had the report sighting aliens up there. I think that's what report you probably saw. And they've had like what? I'm sure you heard on the scanner, Clay, like a couple different calls out the Humane Labs, like the last couple weeks.
Yeah, no, definitely. Seems like something's kind of not under wraps there, like it should be. I've always been wondering what's inside those walls.
It's just a research place. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, you'd think.
What's this place called, gentlemen?
Humane Labs.
Hey, do either of you know anything about this government facility that's up there off the highway?
I've ridden through there before, but I'm not too familiar with what kind of goes on.
That's like the federal. That's like the feds, isn't it?
Yeah.
They
You
don't
guys
seem
know
to,
what they do in there?
They don't actually seem to come out that often.
One more question for you. You seem to spend a lot of time up in the county. What's the deal with those satellite dishes there by the Yellow Jack?
I've always wondered that because, since I started working more out in the county, I got a little place down there, and my cable goes out like every day. I mean, it's pretty bad, and I figured with those satellite dishes, like you'd have to have the best type
Well,
of.
I don't think that's what those are for, Clay.
Oh,
I don't know. It seems like they're out there for some reason. They're right by the prison too, which seems a little strange.
you think that's what it's for?
I wouldn't think it's for the prison, but you're putting it out there, I guess, or you can keep an eye on it with the prison. I don't know.
Yeah, I've always wondered that myself. If you guys find that out, I'd love to know.
Well, gentlemen, I just flew into town literally last week. I'm not that familiar with those satellite dishes yet.
Yeah, well, they're definitely large, and there's definitely a lot of them.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen anyone really over there.
Well, we appreciate your time, gentlemen. And let me give you my phone number. And call me with any information you might get.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
And by information, I'm talking rumblings and stirrings and weird creatures and anything involving the humane labs.
Yep, I'm sure we'll have plenty of that at some point. It seems to always come up.
Yeah, for sure.
You get the distinct feeling that those sirens are coming up.
I do too.
Again?
My number's 807.
All right.
But I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah, something's not right.
Hey, can I ask what you guys are like working on, or is that kind of secretive?
I'll put it this way: it's a need to know, and
You don't need to know.
exactly.
I gotta ask. When we were zooming in on that, were those bite marks in that body?
You guys
Have a good one,
have a nice
gentlemen.
day. See, I knew it. The press always knows more.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't even have to pressure him. He opened right up.
Yeah, but I did get the feeling those damn sirens were coming up the ramps.
I did too. Kind of concerned they're sitting out there waiting for us.
Hey, you don't think they think that we did it, do you?
I don't think so. I think they're more looking for a story to tell. I think they're more curious on what's going on for views than to really solve it.
Right.
But what do I know? I'm just a normal civilian. What do you say we head back to the house? Call it a night.
That sounds good to me.
I think we got a lot of information. Hopefully it's useful.
Yeah, I hope so too, but I'll be damned. There's actually zombies in San Andreas.
Listen, I told you a month ago on the phone that it was weird. You didn't believe me.
Hey man, I've always bought into like the aliens, the ghosts, religious cults, the whole 9 yards. But zombies are always the one where I've just kind of drawn the line at, like, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, now you know.
Hey, you're telling me.
This place has it all in San Andreas. From zombies to aliens and religious cults and weird things in the sky. I can't explain it, man. Just seems like this place is the center, the epicenter, if you would, of it all.